I have a pickle urn. I make pickles. I'm going to do cucumbers this next year. I will make pickles.
Urn?
Yes.
That isn't an urn what you put dead people in.
Yes.
No, an urn is an earthenware jar that you put things in for long-term storage.
Dead people?
Like if you're making mummies, you put like their heart in one, you put their kidneys in another.
Those are...
The canopic jars, Mike. Jesus.
Use the correct fucking term. And on that note, hi there. My name's Dakota. I'm with Northern Knives. I'm also the web admin who's going to be editing out all that fun stuff you just saw, supposedly.
Or didn't see, because you're going to edit
You
it
didn't
out.
see because it faded in from black, supposedly. I'm joined by...
Allister. I'm also with Northern Knives.
I'm Lori. I'm with Northern Knives and 3DK and Avenue Scars.
I'm Mike, and I'm with all those same places.
And if you guys are lost at this point, Northern Knives is the largest full-service
Full-service
shop
knife shop.
west of the Mississippi, and possibly the largest knife shop on the West Coast. But we need to confirm that still.
With who?
All right, so we're getting into case and by proxy Southern Grind.
Yeah, a little bit of Southern Grind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little SG.
Yeah.
Okay then, yeah.
Say that.
CBG?
Say that.
By the way, I'd like to point
CB.
out the model number for these case knives is SG01.
Which means...
Nothing.
And then this is
Don't worry
probably
about it.
SG2.
No, SG1. They're both SG1, just different
Really?
blade options.
Tonto?
Tonto
And
and drop point.
Nice classic. That's a very classic drop point.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this thing. That's
a
amazing.
pointy fucker there.
So,
It is very pointy.
if anyone ever handles one of these, you'll notice inside the frame, if you look at it once you open the knife, it says by Southern Grind.
Well, yeah.
So what's the story behind that? Is Case just relabeling knives? Are they special ordering them? Or what's going on?
I mean, case has a style, right? Everybody knows the classic case. I mean, here's a...
Multiple blades.
Well, I don't know if I call this a classic case, but...
That's close
why
enough.
can't I find the nail nick on
It's
it?
a custom.
That's hiding.
It's right-handed.
Ow.
Okay.
See?
You
There
want
we go.
help with that?
Okay, but this is, I mean, in all fairness, this is a Tony Bowes case, which is
So $649.
$650 knife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Better say U.S. made for that price.
They're all U.S. made.
Yeah.
Well,
They used to all
most
be
of them.
US
I
made.
think most of them are. But so Southern Grind is owned by Zach Brown, who is the dude from the Zach Brown Band. And he, as far as I know, he's not owned by Case. His company is not, but they partnered up. So he makes these knives for Case because he has the machinery to make the wonderful knives like the Penguin.
Yeah. So these are case knives done in the style of
Yeah.
Southern Grind
Yep.
by Southern Grind.
Just like DPX has stuff made by White River.
Yeah, of course.
Or vice
Pretty
versa.
nice. Yeah. That's
Or
35.
Lion Steel makes knives
Yeah,
for
exactly.
20 different fucking makers.
Yeah.
And it's got. They did a good job of the Case logo. That's a really interesting laser pattern. I'm wondering how they did that.
We use
With
that
a
same
fiber
logo
laser.
on one of the on our R&R knives that we make.
Okay.
Just a
That
very
is really
modern
cool.
style. I think
And-
they did a nice job on it.
I like how it's got the thumb pull on there. I know you guys.
See, I like that also.
What do you mean by you
Allister
guys?
was not necessarily a fan.
It's
He
not-
thinks it's gimmicky.
It's not that I'm not a fan, but it is gimmicky.
If you have the knife in your hand, and fuck you if you laugh, it has certain kinds of tactility to it. No, but seriously, you hold
I'm
it.
going on Urban Dictionary tonight and adding that
Don't
to
think
it.
I like that word anymore.
But the thing is that you feel it, and as you're just fiddling with it like a fidget spinner, you've got that little bit there, and it just catches your hand.
Like, well, okay, so
It
these
feels
are
good.
I guess in my mind, so that is more of just a fidgetability tool. If
I
that's
don't know,
even a word.
but
And
these are very slick though. I mean, that's a
They
little
make
bit.
fun of my word,
that's a
which is
little
real.
bit of a stop to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've
feel
never
like-
had a hard time getting a knife out of my pocket. I don't know.
Okay,
How
but
tight are your
yeah, but in
pants?
the hand though.
Not
But
that
in the
tight, I
hands.
guess.
Can we tell what
You
religion
want
you
to wear
are?
my pants? Because they're pretty tight.
I don't.
You can tell what religion you
You've
are.
never heard that?
Yeah.
Robin Williams is a master. Pants so tight
Challenge
you
you
can see
to a
the
duel.
religion.
You're gonna win. You've got a penguin.
Yeah, yours is pointier.
That's true.
You might cut me.
That's true.
What's that you have in your hand there, Lori?
Oh! Dakota.
Oh my gosh!
It's
Funny you
one that
ask.
You asked. This is a Southern Grind Penguin. Why do you ask why it's called the Penguin?
Does it
but
go-
if you let me talk, then I'll tell you why it's called a Penguin. It has
Let me
penguin-
just fall out of
It
shot.
has penguin tracks that go up the knife or down it if they're doing the
Depending on
moonwalk.
which way the penguin's going.
Moonwalk. And then same thing on the other side. Plus there's a penguin on the pivot. Look at that. It's a silly penguin.
It's a
Would
penguin.
you like to say something, Dakota?
Penguin.
Would
It's
you
a
like to hold
penguin.
it? Penguin.
It is very thin though for the size.
It's very
of the
thin.
knife.
But
And
it's
very
S9,
smooth.
It's S90.
It's S90, which I like.
titanium, which we should anodize this and make the penguins tracks really
Different color.
fun
Oh my
colors.
goodness.
You should do them all different colors.
Oh my
Can I
god,
see
that
that?
sounds like so much programming.
No, you just do them in different
No.
stages. The
Mike?
Yeah, the
penguins.
machine does all the work.
Have
Yeah,
we
the
not been over
penguin
this? The
colors. I'll
machine
do it.
does all the work.
Well, no,
I
but
do.
I'm-
I will say I do. I respect the build quality and the steel on this. I respect the build quality the same way. These are S35 though, which
Oh.
is kind of a me thing.
Before
where
you
I really don't
interrupt.
like S35.
We should put the Edinburgh Zoo and 2K penguins carry around a rock.
I like you say penguins.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Cabbage Patch?
Benadryl cucumber patch.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
That one.
Mr.
Doctor Strange.
Cumberbiscuits?
Sherlock Holmes.
There you go.
Cumberbiscuits.
That'll do it.
He says penguins.
Ryan, Dick,
Penguins.
Cumberbiscuits.
Penguins.
Deteriorating so quick.
Yeah, we're
should be
squirreling
here.
out here. Let's get back on track. What do we got?
We're talking about penguins.
That's true.
Well, I mean, the major feature of these guys is they all have.
Why
Uh,
did I not find the nail nick on this? Am I
Did
fucking
you know
crazy?
that
Hiding. Let me show you.
penguins have flippers
Look at
too?
this. It's right fucking in there. You gotta get in
Oh
there.
fuck that!
Yeah.
$650 and I can't find the nail nick.
Well, nobody's
there.
like actually looking for it. They said, "Hey, peasant, open this for me."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the.
I like that I'm criticizing Tony Bose's work.
Who is Tony Bose?
Well, he's a famous knife maker apparently.
He's someone who can
He
buy our shop.
invented some badass speakers.
He
I'll tell you
can't.
that.
Nobody can buy our shop.
That's not the same Bose, is it?
Oh no! Come on! Oh, I see it.
Yeah, there it is. It's hiding right there.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it doubles as a
long.
fuller.
No, he could do. That's true, actually. Yeah.
So, back to it, one of the major features of a lot of the Southern Grind knives, and the Case Southern Grind knives, is that they got the trigger on them, right? It's a little bit different, and they're a frame lock, aren't they?
It's actually pretty
Yes,
common.
they are frame
thing.
locks.
Yeah, that's frame lock.
I know it's a common thing, however, it's
Like-
not common for Case.
No, it's
True.
not at all.
Very out of
This
box
is
for case.
But
very out of
made
the
by
box for
Southern
Case.
Grind, which
Well,
is inside.
also S35 is kind of out of the box for Southern
Yes.
Grind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Well,
they
no,
really
there's
do.
a lot of stuff that they use.
Well, I thought so too
spider
until we
monkey.
started bringing them in.
So-
So the spider monkey was about it.
we only
So
bring in the
smooth.
spider monkey.
Well, yeah, because we
How
don't
smooth
bring
is
in
this?
anything
The
they
bad
make in
monkey.
sound. Anything they make in Sandvik, we don't bring in.
Yeah.
Because we don't think that Sandvik is worth the price point.
No.
So you spend $200. I can't. It's the same thing. It's the same problem we have with Emerson. I can't sell an Emerson knife at $239 with 154 cm.
I agree.
You put it on the wall next to 300 other knives, nobody's gonna buy it. It's the same thing with Sandvik.
Is that why we have so many Emersons left over?
That's why we have so many Emersons left.
I'm sure he's a nice guy, though.
But that's why we brought in the cases.
I'm entitled to my opinion.
We don't talk about it.
I don't think he's a fan of mine.
He's not now.
Hasn't been for a while.
I remember
okay.
after I got off the phone with him, I was like, wait a minute. How do I even know that was him? So I called the number back. It's like, who the fuck is this? It's like, this is Ernest Emerson. It's like, oh, okay. Because your number didn't come up that way. He's like, I'm at my brother-in-law's house. I was like, oh, all right.
Daughters.
See ya.
Babysitting.
Bye.
Babysitting his grandkids.
Please don't sue me. All right. See ya.
And
The penguin
3,
is wonderful.
2,
Yeah, oh, the
1,
penguin is
lawsuit.
Excellent knife.
Penguins.
Penguin.
The penguin is an
Penguin.
excellent knife.
I do like that. Even though made by Southern Grind, Case didn't go with Sandvik, I do respect that choice. Although I'm not a fan of S35, many people are, and I understand that.
It
Question
is
is, where was that
better.
choice made, though?
Was it? I don't think it was
Southern-
made at Southern Grind.
They use S35 in their
Yeah, but
spider
there's
monkeys.
so much Sandvik though.
Yeah,
the whole
but
line is
their
Sandvik.
spider monkeys are all S35, which
Yeah,
is
but-
the only other stuff that we've ever
But
brought in.
why would they recommend Case like, hey, use this steel that we don't really use? Do they have like an abundance of it?
But then you have to think about the other side. Who at Case is using S35?
Nobody.
Right? So, like, who there was like, oh, we should definitely use S35 for these.
Well,
for
but
this
Southern Grind
collaboration.
only uses Sandvik, and they only use S35 unless they use like Damascus or Damasil or
Well,
whatever
they
they use.
have S90 here. Okay, but
Very
also,
true.
was it somebody at Southern Grind that made the idea to reach out to Case, or was it somebody at Case who had the
don't-
forethought to reach out to Southern Grind? And if they had the forethought to reach out to Southern Grind, they might have had the forethought to be like, you know what's hot right now?
That's a good
S35 is hot right now, and it's fucking cheap. and people will pay a lot for it, even though it's crap steel. Why don't we go to Southern Grind and have them build this?
Zach Brown,
Opinions?
if you're listening, please call us.
He's been
He's
in
not
here.
gonna call. He's not gonna call.
He comes up for concerts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
country
No,
music?
nothing on.
Yeah, kind of.
Nothing on. Okay, so
You don't. See, I'm weird.
Old school.
I do
Johnny
hip hop
Cash.
rap. I do country
Ooh,
music, so it's a weird.
yeah,
it's a
like some
weird
old
mix there.
school.
yeah, that's
Like
really
some
weird.
Ice Cube, some Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Ice Cube.
Ice-T is a little too old for me.
So
but-
Vanilla
S35
Ice.
isn't necessarily indicative of either company, with the exception of the Spider Monkey,
Yes. Spider
which is
Monkey.
why we don't carry very many.
Now that people are gonna be like,
Southern
oh,
grinds.
this knife has this, and
Great, yeah. I mean, the S35 argument is out there. Just go to any forum. There's everything for, everything against. I happen to be on the against side, but I am in the minority, and I fully admit that.
M390 or M4 all the way.
M4. Expansion into the modern knife game.
Like it?
Yeah, definitely the drop over the Tanto for sure.
Yeah.
The
I
Tonto-
agree with that.
We should
The
rebrand
Tonto
this.
is trying way too
Tanto.
I know, I
hard.
said Tanto.
Did you
Sorry.
really?
Look.
The Tonto.
The Lone Ranger
in
sidekick.
Spanish?
What?
It's Lone Ranger.
Tonto,
Wait.
T-O-N-T-O. Isn't that stupid in Spanish?
I don't know. I only took French in high school.
Oh, well,
I
okay, then
took
I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. It's
German.
stupid in Spanish.
I'll just go ahead with you there. Yeah, that's fine. That's probably what it says.
But Tanto is the Lone Ranger sidekick.
That's Tonto, actually, right? The
So he's
Is
calling
it?
him stupid the whole
Yeah,
time.
it is Tonto. Oh my God, maybe that's like a very deep, like layered thing that no one's ever figured out. But okay.
I'm sure.
I
it's
guess
all
I was
over the
wrong.
internet. I
I
like where
here.
Case is going. I appreciate the effort. I like
here
that
forward.
Case is. I mean, because this is a huge step away from what they've done in the past.
What I like here is that you have Southern Grind, right, who is run by Zach Brown from Georgia, you know, Southern as it gets, and he's trying to help reinvigorate an American company, and
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
No, I
Like,
get
Case
that.
is a classic. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Made in Bradford, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir. Same place as.
Although Southern Grind is, if it's made by Southern Grind, then these are not. Is
Mike
that what-
Tech.
Yeah.
I still want to say it on the.
Where's Southern Grind make them?
Georgia. I don't know where in Georgia, but Georgia.
Georgia, yeah, somewhere in Georgia, yeah.
Georgia.
In the deep south.
What a great song, though.
I like
No.
the. I do
In-
like the overall profile.
I like from here.
In
They
the
are kind of.
deep
You brought it up
south.
earlier. They are kind of basic.
Yeah, they're
I
just
like-
basic.
From here up.
There's
I
just
know, but-
nothing that pops.
But there's so many ZTs that are basic, and they're
Oh my
basically the
God.
overall same construction.
The thing about
aside from
ZTs
aluminum
though,
to titanium.
you've got that detent, and it flicks
just
with a
pops.
more, yeah,
Except when
it
it
just
cuts
does
you.
things that this won't do.
You know
Yeah,
what
that's
though?
well,
Did
it's
you get
gone.
the
Hold
little
on
one?
a second though.
No, I haven't got it yet, but it cut me.
Oh, it cut me too. It cut me,
Yeah.
and then a customer was like, "Oh, it got me in the same place."
I
like,
bet,
they're like,
Yeah, right there.
I bet we could take this back in the shop and take 5 or so minutes, maybe 10.
make it a better proxy.
and it would flip like that. Because this is kind of a tight flip. It should be smoother than it is.
I thought you were saying we should reprofile it, make it a better.
You know what? If they brought this belly a little straighter and brought this top a little more
I
down.
like the belly.
No, I just don't like this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
like, there's nothing about these knives
yeah, but
that is
okay, so
inherently
you
wrong.
can lose 3/4 of an inch of
But
that
it's
knife
the
and
bottom.
still cover the
It's,
blade.
it's the bottom of it. I just don't like that weird, like awkward, extra
Show the cameras.
bump here. Like if you took part of this or part of this and made it more streamlined, it would be a much better design.
Well, you can, Serico, what if we modify one?
Sure, sounds good.
So it just is basic,
have the
and when you look at
technology.
that next to the penguin, it's just not.
The penguin?
The penguin.
Well,
Penguin.
okay. So there's
My
a much more
favorite
attention
website.
to detail in the penguin.
And of course there is,
That's
right?
also $349 as opposed to $199.
Yeah, that's true.
But you get much better steel that way
S90.
too.
You get better
And you
steel,
get
better
titanium as
materials.
opposed to aluminum.
And you could do fun rainbow tracks for the gay penguin.
Well, here's my thing with the cases is it seems like at $200 they have stepped into the ring with ZT and they have brought a subpar game.
Exactly. So if this is going to step in the ring with ZT, do you think this is going to stand to like a 0450?
Okay, well,
Definitely not. Or
no, it's
452.
not. No, it's
Yeah.
not. But okay, so this is 240. If you spend $200 with ZT, you get S35. Let's not kid ourselves.
with the
you get
562.
S35, but you do get titanium as opposed to aluminum.
This is true. But titanium with the insert.
Like that.
You get
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
562.
no.
Yeah.
But that's titanium with an insert.
That's
So
240.
yeah, I know. That's 240. But at $200, you don't get 240 you don't get this steel. You don't get 204 or 20 CV.
It used to
Anyway,
be 204.
So,
now it's 20 CV.
but if you spend $200 with ZT,
Yep.
you get S35 and you get titanium. Whereas $200 with case, you get S35 and you get aluminum.
What
Yeah.
knife do you get with titanium? Did you get the
You get every other thing they
The
sell at 200.
562 is G10 with steel liner and titanium frame lock.
Well,
So
yeah,
you
but
only
we have 566 up there. That's it's all titanium scale.
that's
So
stainless steel,
one side's
though.
titanium and then you have stainless and G10
No,
on the
it's
other
Yes.
side.
It's
Yes.
stainless steel frame lock. It's not titanium.
No,
I-
one
I
side's-
have-
No, that's
I
a
have-
350. No, at
No, I have
$200, a
checked.
566.
Well, no,
Should
one
I
side's
go to the
titanium,
wall
the
and
other
get
side is-
one?
I have checked because I got it and I
No.
was like, is
No,
this?
one side's titanium,
Sit
the other
down.
side's stainless and G10.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, why?
It's
well,
on
come
the
we have
wall.
one.
It's right
Let's
there.
grab one.
I did.
Well, why we not
I
grab one?
swear that when I bought, because I had one.
All right, I'm getting
When I
one.
got one, I checked and it was magnetic.
No, one side is titanium, the other is stainless with G10.
Swear, and if I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But I swear, because I had one, I was like, oh, this is like really cool.
outside
That's
school.
titanium, but it was so heavy that
Yeah.
it's stainless steel. I'm gonna be wrong, aren't I?
Lori,
I'm grabbing a magnet
I'm
also.
really sure that
Mike
it was.
has a borderline photographic memory.
I know, but I had one. Like, if there's a knife that Mike owned, like he had, that's one thing, but he did not own a 566.
But I have
did.
one under 5.6.
I know you have, but you're a lefty.
That has no bearing on the conversation at all.
Well, you don't understand. She was
But
homeschooled.
it's so much heavier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
she was
so much
homeschooled,
heavier than a
so she knows.
562.
Oh, you were homeschooled.
Oh my god, I was.
No.
Am I wrong?
I thought that was your answer for everything.
Max says, look pretty good right
I was
now.
pretty sure that I did this.
Everybody bow down to Lori.
Oh, shit.
It's okay. 'Cause I
No.
swear that I did this.
Everybody bow
No.
down to Lori.
Yeah, I swear I did this.
Oh!
I was like,
I
Wait,
see.
wait, let's make it clear that it is not stuck to the overlock. It is stuck to the
Oh
scale.
my
Hold it
god.
up to the
Honestly,
camera.
that's ZT. I feel like
Everybody,
going over.
I
I
was
feel
like-
cheated.
Oh, I
was
do
so-
too.
I was
I do
so
too.
excited about it, and I was like, this is titanium. They're like, oh no, it's
Oh,
stainless steel.
no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is why the 5.6
Disappointing.
was discontinued, I guess,
Yeah.
because it's fucking trash.
Stainless steel. Hey, Case, you're looking really good right now.
Wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me bring it right back.
Yep.
The 562 is titanium
Yep.
Yes.
and is $200.
But it's G10 and titanium.
It is. It is
Yes.
only one side titanium.
Yes. But they
You're
downgraded
right.
it from LMAX to S35.
They did do S35,
and-
which is right along with what I was talking about.
But and kept the same price point. So it used to be LMAX, and they're like, oh, let's
Yeah.
buy a cheap steel
so
and keep
disappointed.
the same price.
Well, the thing is, like, this is clearly the same metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in my in my 0566, which was a black wash, I will add, which went off the shelf recently.
Stainless steel.
Yeah, fuck it.
Should have been a better knife.
Yeah, fuck it. It's true.
That's how I feel.
It's true. That knife is disappointing.
As somebody who
on
just
more
pulled
than
a
one
ZT
occasion.
out of my pocket,
Yeah.
fuck that ZT.
Yeah, dude.
Let's, so what is this now? The Case M4 ZT episode?
I don't know.
This
It's
is
a fun
oh
episode.
My God,
It's us
what
just having
happened
fun,
in
man.
Knife World?
It's just an us having fun episode. Talking about cool stuff, cool knives.
I would have been okay with being wrong.
I would have really preferred you to be wrong.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate.
I am really glad you're right, though. It made such a better episode.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I like Case's take
It's nice.
through a subcontractor on a modern knife.
So, Ken, what do you like about that more than the Penguin?
Penguin.
Okay,
Penguin.
so
Almost half the price.
let me
Okay, price aside.
well, let me finish
Price
my thought.
aside.
Let
There's
me
not much
finish
to
my
like.
thought.
Like, that's my
Okay,
thought,
Dakota,
but
what's
Dakota
up?
may.
What's up with
So-
the case?
Here's the deal. This screams tactical, and it screams unnecessary machining for the ergonomics.
But it's Penguin.
grip.
It's cool.
Oh, you mean-
It's
okay,
it's
sorry.
cool, but it is artistic license
And hard to say.
on a function. It's not function become form. It's artistic license on a function.
But yeah, but the knife world is. I mean, you can't judge
No,
it that way.
I
Everything
ca-
that
no.
can be designed has been designed.
But you're not me. I can judge things any way I
Okay,
want.
You're right. I'll just shut up.
So what I see on this is it's very basic, it's very simple, it's a very basic take on a modern flipper.
Mm-hmm.
You got the trigger, you got the ball bearing. It is, Case wants to come into the 21st century, and they want to do it with subtlety, and they want to make something that's basic and usable.
I agree with that sentiment. I agree. I applaud Case's entry into the modern knife. I mean, because if you're coming from this, they could have gone anywhere. They could have went to SOG.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think if
God.
Case went to SOG
Where they
or
went,
CRKT.
where
what
they
are you
went, I
getting?
think was excellent.
I do too.
So that with the
I mean,
direction they went was great.
yeah, I mean, look, okay, so their opening volley is not a home run, but they are well on their way. They understand the right elements. They have a good-ish steel. At least they have a popular steel. I'll give it that.
Popular.
Nice
Yeah,
knife.
let's do that.
You know, okay, so they use aluminum.
Wait,
and
are
not
you saying
titanium.
it's not 1095?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Dakota.
Well, okay, so they use aluminum, not titanium. Well, guess what? So does fucking Microtech.
Yeah, exactly.
And those
Yeah.
motherfuckers are sold out left and right, right? So they're not stupid in doing this. They were smart enough to use ball bearings. They were smart enough to use an insert. They were smart enough to use a short clip.
And double
And-
left and right.
Yeah, and left and right. I mean, Case could have made so many shitty decisions, and they
You're
got
right.
a lot of them right.
And
doing
that's
this
the
knife.
whole thing about this knife, right? It's not bad. It's not good. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You settled.
Well,
they didn't even
wait.
settle, I don't think. But
well,
like
for Gen 1 though,
exactly, like
I think they will get better from
it's
here.
exactly the same where they might go.
Well, I haven't checked up with Case lately. Do you know if they've come out with any better stuff?
I don't know.
The
We should probably
SG01
look
is
into it.
sold
We're
out.
actually due for a Southern Grind order. We should look into some Case stuff.
For some
Yeah, I think I was
fire
just so
monkeys?
surprised by this knife in the first place. Kind of
Yeah.
threw me off guard.
I think
different.
we could take this back in the shop, do a little polish, do a little tweak, do a little oiling, and it would just come.
Oh, yeah.
And it would come flying out like this. I mean, it'd just be right there, because all the elements are there. I really think it could be right. I really got to give it to them. Coming from this to this,
Right, if you look at the evolution.
they missed so many. They dodged so many landmines.
Yeah.